They're not my mates, lads, are they? You know, they're Tyson Fury's mates, Darren Till's mates, Marvin Herbert's mates, James English mates, Tommy Robinson mates. They're not my mates, mate. Yeah, I know that, Sel. They're all getting nicked because the Kinahans have snitched. They can't do jail. They've never been able to do jail. As soon as they got them bounties put on their head, they started snitching. That's why you've had everyone but them nicked. Do you rate Mazda or not? I don't rate anyone, lad.
Every year, and I built that.
I'm not a fan, mate.
Something called property.
Is he a Scouse kid smashing life? And damn right he is, mate. Is he one of them kids that was in the prison system, managed to get himself out of it and live a life that's free? And damn right he is. And he won't be making it easy for him.
Good corporate job for telecommunications.
You know, the system will be not making it easy for him. They'll make it as difficult as they can for him. They won't let him release his music when he wants to. They'll want to look through it. They want to see if he's speaking violence in his words. All they're going to do what they can to hinder his progress, because that's what they do. When you're on licence, they do everything emotionally to see if you're going to break. And once you've passed that test, they basically just wipe their hands with you and let you just crack on. So it's important, any lad that gets out of prison, do what you've got to do to remain out of prison, i.e. stick with your appointments on the probation, sign on when you're meant to, do your hours where you're meant to do them. Don't jeopardise your freedom over an appointment. They're going to put loads in your way, wanting you, putting you to the test fully. And if you pass it, they just wash their hands and leave you. Basically, that's what probation do. They'll give you test after test, intensive testing for 6-12 months. And you won't break off it. And that'll tell them, let's relax the testing. Another 6 months, and 18 months later, you're just basically left alone. Just come and see us once a week. Yeah, everything okay, Sam? Once a week, bang. You've basically proved that nothing's going to make you re-offend. Whether it's financially, whether it's being homeless, whether people are provoking you into violence, you're not responding in that way. They see it all in 18 months. And then just go, crack on with it. All your restrictions get released. Or you can't go here, you can't go there. All starts getting took off your licence conditions. But you've got to stay strong and understand that the tests that come at you in the next year or two, with you being released from prison, it's going to come at you thick and fast, mate. It's about dealing with it correctly. No one understands, mate. No one really appreciates just how difficult it is to complete your licence period. Your licence period of prison is, in my eyes, in my experience, the most difficult part of your prison is whilst you're out on licence. Prison's piss easy. It's just boring. Boring, full of... I wouldn't say... Let me be correct there. Your jail time is piss easy compared to your jail time on licence. Jail time on licence is 10 times harder than jail time in prison. Trust me. In prison, you can sort of shut shop and act the way you want to act. If you want to be a criminal, you want to be violent, you can be in there. Everyone is. You can be what you want in there. So you haven't got no worries. When you come outside, you can't be like you was inside. So hard for you. You know, you've got heads who you know have battered your dad and your uncles. You're just a little shit. And they're coming at you. But you can't do shit, mate. Nothing. Do you know how soul destroying that is? That's the biggest challenge anyone's got. If you're notorious and you've got a bit of a little bit of a scrap about you, and you're on licence, you're going to get helmets coming at you left, right and centre, mate. And some of them are deliberate. Some of them coming at you deliberate, knowing we get him breached. We can get him breached. We're going to get him having a fight. We're going to cause a bit of trouble with him. Breached. It's what they do on your streets, mate. Horrible shit houses. To avoid all that, just don't get involved in gang life. Doesn't matter who's encouraging you to do it. It's not the good life. It might look good. Why? Because it's all material. Internally, you know that. If you sit with a drug dealer, you can see how insecure they are, how paranoid they are, how erratic they can become, how fast they lose their emotions. They're not in control of shit, mate. Because they're not in the good life. You can't control none of that shit when you're living in that life, mate. That's always going to be affected. All them things I've just said. Your security, your paranoia, all that mad shit. It's what you live with in that life for years. Did you find it hard when you came out, Daz? Still find it hard now? I haven't had the chance to resettle. I'm still trying to just resettle. I haven't had an opportunity to. Mad that, isn't it? Being out 8 years and I'm still not settled into society. I never went through the process. The prison never let me. So I never went from a B to a C to a D, released into the community. I just went from a block into a hostel, from a hostel onto the streets. So everything was shocking to me. There was no smartphones when I went into custody, and when I've got out of custody, you've got smartphones. So that 12 years I was in custody, a full decade, everything changed out there. You know, you went from cable to Sky, from Sky to Wi-Fi. Do you know what I mean? All this mad shit kicked in whilst I was in jail. Come out of jail, and everything's at 100 miles an hour. And everyone's just trying to put me back in custody. The police, probation, and your local drug dealers. I had some of the most notorious families in the city of Liverpool running into police stations, making false allegations against me, signing on statements, expecting me to get charged and breached. Honest to God, mate, mad. This one occasion, because the lamb, you know about the lamb, you know about the Carols, they are blood cousins of the Lowes. So when this lamb's thinking he's mad on the kids, I'm giving them shit, because they're giving my nephew shit, I'm giving them shit. And when you give one of them shit, you're giving the whole family shit. And they're all one big, massive inbred family. The Carols, the Keegans, the Moores, the Lowes. It's all one big inbred family. The Moores that tried to kill me are inbred with that. It's all the same bloodline. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? For years and years and years, spread out right through the city, all them. All one big bloodline. You've got that cousin married to this cousin. That makes them family. Do you understand all this shit? You've got that sister married to that brother. Makes them family. It's mad. And people don't like to hear the truth, especially when you start speaking about knobheads that think they turn the corner and they're legit in life now, when in reality they're still getting 20 bags sent to Spain every year to the Dar for drug dealing. You know, Davy Lowe. I know this, I don't need to carry on about it. But what I'm saying is, so when I'm out in the lambs, as I say, the Moores, the Keegans, the Carols, the Lowes, and there's a few more. The Mills. You know, you've got people with Mills surname, they're all the same fambo. And because I'm not even arguing with this shit, I'm just telling the little shit straight. So your head out, will come for you. And they're not liking it. So one day I'm on Robson Street, just come back from the gym, just crossing over the road, going to my flat, which is on one side of Robson Street. I'm crossing over to get there. I've just got my kit bag with me, and this Mercedes nearly hits me, hitting about 70 miles an hour past me, nearly hits me, and shouts something out the driver's window. But the red lights, the car had to stop at red lights. So I went right up to it. Who was it? Danielle Lowe. What are you doing, you fat little mess? This is what I've said to her. What you shouting out your window? You grass, you grass. I'm a grass, I might get you out the car. Screeched off like a little shit, turned round, and then comes driving at me trying to bonnet me. Now I'm on my Ma's estate when she tried to bonnet me the second time. This is true, this, not lying, nothing. So the first time's on Robson Street. I've gone down, screamed at her when she was at the light, she's off. I've carried on with what I was meant to do. Come up into my Ma's close. As I'm coming into my Ma's close, she's come at me again. Just missed me. So now it's getting a bit heated on the estate. Now I've cornered her. tractor, and I'm screaming at her, calling her little cokehead, dirty dying cokehead, because that's all she does, dry lines every morning, not even having a breakfast, just putting the devil dust straight up her nose. So while she's trying to ram me now and I'm giving a shit now and I'm exposed, I've got her on phone. You know, I'm on Instagram, I'm doing lives, I've got this horrible little weird bird trying to ram me on the phone now, on video. She's ringing a dar, I'm ringing Pappy. This is what she's screaming at me. She's calling Dave Lowe, Papa. I'm gonna ring Papa. And I'm saying, who the Papa? Like I'm meant to know Davy Lowe's criminal side name, Papa. Do you know, I'm calling Papa. Who the Papa? Call Papa. Now she's got Papa on the phone. Papa, he's here. He's saying this. He's here. He tells her to go to the police station and make a statement. I'm not lying. She gets in a car, off. I get in a car and follow her, recording her. Followed her to the bottom road. She pulls up. A police car comes, blue lighting it behind her, and then escorts her to Walton Lane police station. I'm following this. Don't get in a twist, mate. This all happened. I'm following her to Walton Lane police station. She goes in, makes a full-blown statement. Within an hour, I've got busies at me ma's door. But guess what? I videoed it. And I videoed the second time where she's coming at me in the car. And it was enough for the police. But that's the levels they went to get me off the streets. So don't sit there and go on like all these big hard organised crime groups. Don't snitch on people. They have done for years and years. I've been in custody 3 or 4 times on the back of the people that work for the Farleys. I've had people that still deal drugs for the Farleys make statements against me and put me in jail and ask for money to get out. So don't get your shit in a twist, mate. And that's the way it is, people.